Yo, man, what's good, my people? Welcome back to another TurfNTalks podcast. As I start off everyone now on Instagram, make sure that you follow us, like, share the videos. It's TURFN underscore. There's no underscore there, but there's an underscore 101. We say 101, but please don't put an O in there, okay? It's 101. YouTube, hit that subscribe button, please, on YouTube. Same thing at TURFN underscore 101 at Turfn 101. So we got another guest going. It's me rocking today to the neck. I like to do that, every once in a while. But it's been a minute since we had a turf dancer on here. I feel like we've been going through, we went to New York, man. We did a light feed and all this. We did
Okay.
tail, but we back to the soil, okay? And so I got Squid right now, man. What's going on with you, Squid? Right? Before I
So,
say
hey,
anything,
bro.
ask you any questions, man. What's up with you though? Camera looking good, bro. You look like you're at 8K right now.
Okay. I like to hear that, man.
So
Gotta
Squid, man,
look
tell the
good.
people where you from and where you originate from. First of all, just tell the people where you come from, man.
Okay, so I was born in Oakland. I grew up in Oakland and Alameda, California, and shit. I'm Chinese, you feel me? Like, you want to get to the bottom of this shit. My family from China and shit. You feel me? And I'm first generation born out here. So, yeah.
Where did you grow up in the town, bro? Because people gonna look at this, bro, and they gonna be like, bro, you sound like.
Okay, so when I would be in Oakland growing up, I'll be either in Chinatown.
Mhm.
Once I got to like middle school, high school, I'm either in Town, and that's East Oakland, so Town, or I'm on
Right,
Fruitvale and Mac. You feel me?
right.
Those them two spots. Those are like my main kick it spots, and
So
all my folks will be out there.
people that don't know, that's like the I call it like the beginning of the East. If you got the lake, you got the downtown and the west on this side. The East,
Right,
beginning of the East is like the first town is like with the first like few blocks all the way up before the Dubs, and
right.
then
We in the beginning, like you feel me, in the
beginning,
little Saigon area, like by Clinton
yeah.
Park. That's
But
like,
it's the town, man. Funktown, it go down in Funktown, man. For
and
real,
shout out
for
all
real.
my Asians in Town, man.
Yeah, man. I'm sound like Aaron the plumber in a real way. It go down in Funktown in a real
That's
way.
Buff, bro, huh? That's Buff, bro. Yeah, he was supposed to
No
fight
doubt.
Cuz.
That bro,
Yeah.
he always be trying to squabble with somebody, bro. That boy wild, bro.
So yeah, when I would be in the town, I would be in either Chinatown, Town, or over there by Fruitvale and Mac. That's kind of like in the 30s and shit. So yeah, that's where I
So,
would
bro,
be
you
at.
in the town and you Asian, bro. You say you Chinese. How was it like growing up for you in the town, bro? Like, how
Well,
was
in
it like?
Oak,
How was the environment for you?
my family spot, I really lived in Alameda. So I grew up
Uh-huh.
in Alameda a lot most
Right,
of my life, you feel me? But when
right,
we be I don't know, Asian in the town, that shit was at first, when you're young, it'd be a lot of like, stereotypical shit going on.
right,
You
right, right.
know, a lot of the other races, like I was, the non-Asians, it would be a lot of like bullying or testing shit or little testy shit. So with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Asians, we all stuck together. It was really like internet, really close together and shit with the Asians and shit. Yeah. So it would be like a lot of just fake bullying shit or motherfuckers think they could, get one up on you or, whatever stereotype they're going through because they ain't grew up around this. They ain't grew up
right.
around no Asians or had no Asians come up on them because Asians kind of just got here in America. You know what I mean? Like, if you
Yeah,
look at the history, I know the Chinese folks been out here for a long time, but like in the 19 and 90s, that's when a lot of Asians came in from the Vietnam War, from the Khmer Rouge. It was a lot of refugees too.
right.
So yeah, so like not knowing, like people probably looking at certain Asians like they're just on some stereotypical Jackie Chan kung fu nerd shit. But some of us,
Yeah,
right? But some of us is born in Oakland too. Like I'm born in Oakland, so
yeah.
I'm not from China. Like you know what I mean? My family's from China. You feel me? But so certain things that people like, it's hard for them to understand until they meet somebody that could explain it to them.
Yeah, bro. I
Yeah,
was I lived, bro, on 13th in Jackson for a minute. So
yeah,
I went
yeah.
I went to Lincoln for like 2 years, bro. Lincoln.
What? When you was a
Yeah,
kid?
Yeah, I went to
Okay.
Lincoln my fifth and sixth grade year. So it's funny, I got so many Asian partners because I used to go to Lincoln and hoop at Lincoln all the time. And you know, at
Right.
Lincoln, that's when you're gonna get a mix of all the Asian. Lincoln ghetto than the motherfucker. You got
Lincoln was turned if you
Asian
really knew who
Crips
was
and shit
who.
up there. And you got
Yeah.
that's when I really learned, like, oh man, most people in the town, if you're not contacted, if you're not around Asians kicking it, like you don't even know. It's like, bro, they it's funny because Oakland and the Bay kind of now, everybody got the same type of attitude. We kind of all like dress similar, sound similar. We all get active, and the town is so small. It's like you can't even be allowed to be a square all the way. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
Right?
Like even
You
the
get what I'm
squares
saying?
ain't squares. The
You
squares
can't
got game
because
out here.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you could get tested. We ain't got gangs, so you could get tested left and right by an individual that just got an issue, a crazy. So everybody
Right.
done got else. It's in some way. If you from our area, and it's funny because we can leave somewhere else, and it seems like we be running some shit. No,
Right,
no
right, right. That's why
disrespect.
we that comfortable out here because I feel
Yeah,
like, the town, like, I'm not trying to be biased, you feel me? But I feel like the Bay, just not even just the town, but the Bay, Frisco, Oakland,
so Richmond.
Vallejo, Richmond, you feel me? San Ho, or like everything in between, Hayward, Union City, whatever, right? Everybody out here move the same. And I done been across the USA in hella different hoods, hella different cities, and nobody be moving like how we move out here. The game out here is so different. I don't know. Like I feel like we got our shit broken down to the T. Like we understand how life goes. You feel me?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's crazy. You went to Lincoln. How old was you when you was going to Lincoln?
When
Like
I
what
was in
year was
Lincoln,
that?
I was in a fifth. I went with my fifth and sixth grade, bro.
Fifth and
Fifth
sixth
and
grade.
sixth grade, yeah. Then I went to Westlake after that. I was right back to the shit. So
Okay.
yeah. So
So I
that's where
went to
I
school
got
in
most of my experience with the like the harder Asians, bro. You know what I mean? That's
right.
like
Yeah, hella my partners would kick it at Lincoln. Like I didn't
yeah, I'm
like they
saying
kicked it
like
hella
you go
time.
up there saying the wrong shit, black, white, don't matter, bro. Somebody gonna get on your head, bro.
You could be
Like it
Asian.
was like
You could be the
that.
same Asian.
Yeah,
Same Asian. Could be Chinese on Chinese. It's going
yeah,
left.
yeah, bro.
So yeah, when I was
I done seen gang fights up there, bro. Like 50 on 50, where people getting like stabbed and hit with bats, girls screaming. Like literally, I'm in the middle of a hoop game. I'm like 11, like damn.
Lincoln is a dope spot, right? Lincoln's a dope
Yeah,
spot that a lot of people don't understand unless you would hoop there because
yeah,
at nighttime or even in the daytime, bro, I swear to God, I've never seen no shit like this where you see the Asians, right? And it's not no American Asians like me. I'm talking about some Asians from like China, like they don't speak no English. And they hooping, they playing a full court game with
yeah,
some black folks, and they from they from the west, they from the
yeah, bro.
east,
Yeah,
and
it
they
was
hood
cool
like,
though.
and they playing this game, it's cool though. Like they'll probably end up fighting, doing little shit here and there, but
Yeah,
just the fact this is happening, bruh, and it's just hella
yeah,
dope. Like, people don't understand that scope of like that's kind of like Oakland in a nutshell. You feel
yeah.
me?
It ain't really segregated. Like I moved out here. I'm out in LA now, bro, and it's still hella
Hella
like
different. Like
it's
hella
different.
different.
People they
Hella different.
operate segregated and lightweight. You know what I mean? Where we know where we from, it's like, bro, across the street, you gotta have an Asian partner, Arab partner, Mexican partner. All y'all be from the west. All y'all be from the north. All y'all from the
Right,
dub.
right.
Just like that. And so it's like the energy is a little different.
We're a
When it
real
comes,
melting pot. The
when it
Bay
comes,
and then Sacramento. We
yeah,
th- I feel like the Bay
yeah,
and
they do. They stay
Sacramento
big in Sacramento, huh?
super melting pot, like meaning like we actually kick it with each other. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like LA is super diverse, but the Asians gonna be with the Asians, the blacks be with the blacks,
exactly.
and
Blacks.
the Latins be with the Latins, and they racist too though out there. They racist, like they
Tell me about
racist.
it.
They'll run up on you. What's up, N word? What's up, Asian? Like F
Yeah, yeah,
yo race. They say that to each other out there, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like if you did that in Oakland, bro, bruh, what?
yeah.
The whole
Like
community finna go
Stevie.
against you. Nobody finna fuck with you. They gonna call you weird and hella shit. You feel me? So yeah, but it's crazy because
When it came for you for this dancing,
okay.
where did it before you even get into to any style? Like where did it begin for you? Where did it start? Like what was the first time you started dancing? This is like no style. Like the first move you try to copy or the person that you seen that you was like, I want to do that.
All right, the first time I ever seen Turfn was the Tell Me When to Go video shoot. You feel me? And I think like my boy's older brother was in the video shoot and shit. I forgot brother name though, but he was in the video shoot. And then when they dropped the music video, I watched. I'm like, oh, they really hitting some glides and hella shit. So
Yeah,
during that time, I seen that with the Usher and Chris Brown. They was gliding.
So how old was you around this time?
Like 11. I was 11. This was like oh 06. No, no, no. This was like oh 05 cuz I graduated middle school in oh 07 and I
Right.
was 13. So this is like oh 05, bro. This is oh
Yeah.
05.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, tell me when to go. I was trying to remember, like, man,
It's like oh 05, oh 04. Like, so to answer your question, the first dance move I ever fucked with, believe it or not, bro, I'm fucking with my partners in the phone, and they was fucking with the sea walking shit, the crip walking shit.
see, yeah, the sea walking.
You know, all
That
the
shit was
Asians was
popular,
fucking with
bro.
it, so they'll sit the camera down, and it'll
Uh
only
huh.
be your feet, and they'll just be hitting the little sea walking shit across the thing,
And it
and
just showed the that feet.
so they'll do.
Hey,
That's
can
how
you
they
still
feed the
sea walk
pussy.
right now, though, bro? Can you still do it right now?
I ain't tried it in hell long, but like I incorporate that shit in my glides though. You feel me? Like if you watch me glide, a lot of my shit is like I learned that with the sea walking. I don't know, like very. I think like if you want to be a raw glider, you should learn how to sea walk first. You feel me? I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you
You know what
one
I'm
thing.
saying?
Being down here, I done seen. I got a roommate and stuff, and some people that they actually from the soil. If you go to the LA hoods and you see some people sea walk, you got to see the real shit. Like some of them, bro, they do
They
glide,
should,
slide in the middle of it. Like you get,
and
like
they should.
they see it on. Nobody be filming it. You got to literally be in the hood in somebody's shit and see some of
Right.
these real gangsters really
And
do it.
they
And
shit just like our shit. Like depending on where you from is you gonna see walk different too.
right, right, right.
Yeah, cause like my you know like my ex, you feel me, her family from down there, and yeah they shit looked different. You feel me? Yeah, they was Crips and shit.
So did you grow up, bro? Like when you was growing up, like you got to see walk down. Did you just grow up around dancers, or was that just one thing? And then years passed, and then you was like, "Oh, this is the first time I."
Okay, so boom, right? So we did the sea walking shit for like 6 months, right? We watched this shit on YouTube. Then my partner's like, bro, we finna shoot a video, put it on YouTube too, or whatever. So they doing the little sea walking shit, and then like, bruh, after like 4 to 6 months of doing this shit, this was probably like oh 07 at this point. This is when so to answer your question, these are the first dance moves I started doing. This is around oh 07. I'm like 13. And in the midst of that summer, from that oh 07 summer, like in
Right,
June or July of oh 07, my partner was like, bro, they got some new shit. Watch this. It's called gliding. And bro started gliding.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, oh, that's hard. And then I'm like, oh, that's like way like turfing or something. So now I try to do the glides and shit. And then after that, my freshman year of high school, I went to Alameda High. I had this Arab partner. He was Arab, you feel me? And he was from seminary. And he pulled up and like did a whole body wave, but it was dumbass smooth. And I'm like, what? I'm like, watch
yeah,
this. And I hit a glide and he was like, hold on, bruh. I could do that too. And he glided. And I'm like, hell no. So then like that we started piecing that together. And then I
okay,
showed him some basic ass tuts. I'm like, bro, I be watching motherfuckers do shit like this on the tuts.
right,
And then I taught him that shit. We was just kind of bouncing back and forth, and then eventually we just put it all together for the dancing. You feel me? In terms of turfing, man, I think like the first time I seen somebody just turfing or gigging, like I don't
yeah.
know, that's old school. Like motherfuckers been doing that shit, like
Why don't people thank you, bro?
been doing that shit, and like
Been doing that
you know
shit.
what? I'm glad we got into this because like motherfuckers, like I feel like a lot of the new generation, they wasn't around for them days where motherfuckers just on the headphones at the bus stop, just
Right, right. Like you could literally go down the
family,
street.
bro, hitting that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right, just on some random shit. And motherfuckers, you be at the bus stop, bro, and then say you got your headphones on and you trying to like do something, bro. Somebody really
Right.
walk up to you and be like, "What's up, bro? You be turfing? You trying to battle? You feel me?
There,
Like
right
that
there.
shit." It be a motherfucker that is not even dancing right now. Where you feel me? Like it was like a thing, bro. It's like when you in the town, motherfucker. What's up, bro? You need some weed? Like it was something
Yeah,
like that. Like what's up, bro? You be turfing? Like the
yeah.
moment somebody see you move a certain way.
Hey, they
So
know. You just know.
yeah, so the first time I seen turfing, I was probably like fifth grade, bro. Fifth grade, like that's like oh 03, oh 04, like just sitting on the bus. And you just see motherfuckers just on the bus with their headphones on doing stupid shit, gigging
Doing
and shit.
play shit together, right?
Yeah, yeah, just going stupid.
It was a time to where like that's turfing because I'm older, obviously. So it was a time to when I remember it was only an Oakland thing, and then people would know you was from the town. when you go to parties and stuff, and girls would be
Damn,
like, "Oh,
that's
there go them
clean.
Oakland niggas." Or you go to Richmond because it was like other cities did have dances though for sure, but we was the only ones who would be coming in, bam, gliding in like looking like
Yeah,
a complete dancer, but not look like a hip hop dancer, of course, because we outside, we doing outside shit. So to see the development of it from that to now, you know how it
damn.
is
Yeah,
wild.
that's clean. That's clean. So how it started was more damn near like kind of some LA shit. Like if you watch the LA motherfucker dance, you be like, oh, he woo woo. He from woo woo.
Yeah, you could tell where you
Yeah,
from, and then if you from the town, you could tell what part of the town. So this is before even the spread. You could tell what part of the town somebody was from by the way they turf dance. If somebody
right.
was hella bouncy and shaking and stuff, we knew them from the west. You from the west. If somebody was doing like a lot of Brookfield and they just seemed like just hella like hyphy with it, they was from the east. And if somebody was just super gliding and doing that, I could tell they from the north because it was at one point in time where only three people really danced like that. It was like A1 and Ski. Like you got some people from the west, you had like Price and them from the north, and then a couple handful of people from the east. Maybe like 5, 6 dudes who really was the ones that everybody knew, like, oh, them the dudes that really be dancing. So it was
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
So it was
That's
like,
clean.
so it really started off as like some street shit. So you in the turfing now, right? Let's say right now, no, you seen turfing before, but you picked up riding and the sea walking and all that first. Who was your
Right.
first? Who was the first turf dancer you met, or the first influence you had that's from turf dancing that started you being
First
like,
turf
now,
dancer I met, bruh.
yeah,
Yeah, I gotta think real deep about this one because I
yeah,
don't want to fuck it up, bruh. First turf dancer I met.
or your first influence, your first turf dance, the first person that influenced you to be like, man, I'm turfing.
I don't know because like I said, like some of the partners we would kick it with, like cause like a
They
lot of
was
the people we
normal,
would kick it with, they was black,
right,
black and Asian. So like I would just see some of our homies just like, oh bro, I'm turfing, and he'll just
right.
do the wall, do a little wall, and so I don't know. Like I would kind of say those are kind of more influential, like just among the people I grew up with.
Okay, let
I
me
mean,
let me ask you
in
this. So you
terms of
have more
like,
like a blended experience. It's like because there's people who like this. Let me try to describe it.
right,
You had more of a worldly view experience that shaped your turfing. You didn't have that one person that you can be like, bro, this person walked up to me and they did this. Yours is like I'm in the streets, I'm moving around the town, and I'm seeing this and I'm trying it.
right. Like
Kind of like
I never hung with no turfers. I never hung with no turfers. Like during that time, if I would see like a turfer, it'd probably be like at an event or on
right,
YouTube. It's one or the other. Or like if we see him on the bus or something, or we on the bus and we look out the window like, oh, that's woo woo,
right,
some shit like that. I don't know. It was more so like just the partners I was kicking it with in the funk. You feel me? They
right.
kind of really shaped all that, and then there was just all homies. Like motherfuckers would just be like, throw their headphones on, start gigging, like,
You
bro, I'm
start
turfing,
getting
bro, and I'd be like, or I'm hitting that shit, or I'm fucking with it. That's how. That's all they would say.
right.
And then we were kind of just all cat off. You feel me? Smoke, drink. I didn't pop no pills, but some of the homies did.
Okay,
They'll be off a pill, and they be like, oh, the pill just hit. Throw the headphones on. We start fucking with it. Yeah. But in
So
terms of
what was your
yeah,
first? All right, let's. So you have a collective knowledge base from turfing because of your environment, right? So
right,
when did
exactly.
you decide to like, yo, I want to? When was your first battle? Not like in the street. When did you first decide, like, hey, I want to go? I practice enough. I want to test my shit. What was your first battle? Do you remember?
I think I still got the DVD, bruh. I had battled that retros battle, bruh. I swear to God, and
Wait, which one? Retro had what was this shit
it
called,
was the
bro?
GX, bruh.
VX is that all the footage somehow I can't find it on YouTube.
I think I got the same DVD, bruh. And man, this dude pulled up, had a mask on the back of his head, turned around and chewed me, doing some old other shit.
Wait, do you know who it was?
Nah, it was. I think it was just some random dude, bruh.
It's just a random dude. So you got two? Did you do? Did you got
Damn
two?
near, I was damn near random too. You feel me? Cause
Nah,
don't nobody know me.
yeah, no, I feel you.
So we had pulled up, and I'm like, bro, fuck it, I'm gonna just do
I'm
this.
gonna
And
hop in.
I was with Leo and Daniel. You feel me?
Leo, real Leo. Yeah,
And
man.
Daniel too. Yeah. Cause I know them.
Yeah,
Cause
Leo
yeah,
used to be
cause
on
we all
SNL.
stayed in
He used to be
Alameda.
in my class at SNL. Yeah, Leo.
We all
Yeah,
stayed in Alameda, so we were labbing shit. You know what I mean? We was
right.
labbing and fucking around. And I was like, fuck it, let's do this shit. And then Yeah, bro threw a mask on the back of his head and did some old extra shit. Everybody was off that shit.
Hey man, wait. So, bro, what was your reaction to this, bro? We got to get into this because you at this
Okay.
time you practice, so you know that you know how to do some shit. Like you don't get
I'm
some.
ready to go. You feel me? I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So
Man,
how
my
did it feel?
reaction was like, damn, bro. Like, I like what I just got chewed, bro. But he came ready to like as a performance. You know what I'm saying? I was
Right.
coming to like tut and glide
You
and
were coming to just fuck with it, like
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
bro can't really catch a body, you feel me? Like it didn't matter who he was gonna battle, bro.
Body. So you
Yeah,
just
he could have
ran into a
battled.
nigga. You ran into a motherfucker on a good day that just had a good day. I
He's
gotta
like, I
figure out
don't
who this
care
person
who I
is.
right. He was like, I don't care who I battle, bro. It's over. I'm finna throw this mask on the
Yeah.
back of my head, turn around, and do my thing. I'm like, God damn, what shit.
So
Got
what was your next? Okay, so you got, let's say, bam, you got
yeah.
choose. You went to the house. Was your partners roasting you, bro? Because you know where we from, bro. You know they just gonna get their jokes in.
Nah. They weren't really. I mean, it was roasting like, oh, you got chewed by bro with the mask on the back of his head, shit like that. But like, now roasting me on some old crazy shit like, bro, you hella
Because
weak, bro.
you know what I mean. But like that,
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
know
yeah, 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 yeah,
so
yeah.
you
We had
got
her
to it.
laughing. I'm like, damn, bro, that fool could have battled anybody that day. You feel me?
Yo, I'm sorry. Hey, people watching. This is the APB. We gotta find out who bro with the mask on the back of his head was, bro. We
Man,
got.
look, I got the DVD, bro. I'm gonna find a way to like rip it, old school rip
Yeah,
it, or
yeah, hell
download it
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna send that shit to you, bro.
That's those are some good times for y'all on them GX battles. So look, now you got
Yeah,
two,
I like
right?
that.
You remember dude. So what was your next experience then? Because I know you went to the lab and you was like, yeah, next time I did. What was your next battle?
At like an event or like just on some like
No, at
whatever
an
shit.
event. Like, because you went to that one
An
event. So now you
event,
established as a dancer. Because once you go to an event, that's the point of no return. I tell people, make
right,
sure you're
right,
ready for the event. Because once you
right,
put yourself out there, that's it.
right. You
Like,
on the
you
market
there
now.
now.
You on the market.
You on the market
My next event after that, man, I don't even remember, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. My next event after that, my next event after that, I was on Heat. You feel me? By that time, I'm on Heat, and then I battled at Bruh's Garage, bruh.
at a
I battled
garage.
at Bruh's Garage when Crow and Retro battled, and when Arcade and
Is that
Gravity
when Squirt
battled.
battled somebody too? Squirt battled Kobe? Is that one of those ones?
Nah, that was like Slaughterhouse. This was like at I forgot Bruh's Garage. It was in Hayward though.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It was hella later on though. This was hella later
So you
on.
said, all right, let me rewind that because you said you was on. So the team you're on right now is Heat, right?
I'm still Heat.
You
Yup,
said
I'm
you
Heat.
Heat. So you said this next battle happened. You was on Heat. How did you get on Heat? Like, what
Got
was the
on Heat.
process? They had to put you through the grinder. Who came up to you? Like, how did you get on Heat? First of all, I gotta
So
say this:
so
Heat, man. Shout out to Heat. Literally was started in my SNL class, bro. Heat was
man, shout
literally.
out Heat, bro.
Shout out to Heat.
Shout out Heat, bro.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think at one point we
It
had
was
the
at
most
SNL
hitters on the
getting it
team,
though,
bro.
bro.
Most
Tajee,
hitters in the game, bro. Like really changing the
Crow.
shit.
Like I used to call Crow Al Spider because like his name, you know, his name Al, like Al Qaeda. Cause he used to move like a damn spider.
Al
Marcel,
Qaeda.
yeah, Al Spider.
When I joined Heat, shit, they kind of just was like, come on, bro, you fam, you feel me? And then they just it wasn't no process or nothing like that. But we did go to a lab and we started battling each other,
Right.
and that was
So
like
had
a
they
week
been seeing
later.
you? They had been seeing you, or is this is like homie thing?
It was a homie thing because I was with Leo. You feel me? I was with Leo, and we
Yeah.
went to rock paper scissors one. We went to rock paper scissors one, and then Leo was already Heat. You feel me?
Wait, was that the
Leo.
one in the city where they got like Lex battled Suave and all that?
Yeah, yeah, at
Yeah,
Lakeview,
yeah, I was
in
there with
Lakeview.
Chef. Yeah, yeah. Demonte battled G Nerve, right? That's that one.
Yeah, yeah, that was probably the best rock paper scissors, bro.
I think that one was lit, bro. That one was fire. Yeah,
I liked it that one.
yeah.
So that's when I joined Heat that day. And then like a week later we went to the lab in the north, you feel me? We went to a lab in the north and shit, it was that. It was kind of just more like a homie welcoming thing, you feel me? At that time. And it wasn't really no process or nothing like that, but I think it's cuz the team at that time was in a building stage where they're just welcoming, certain people. You feel me?
So do
Yeah.
you think it was more like a y'all, because the Animaniacs kind of did this too. It's like it's more so not just your dance skill, it's how you feel with everybody. Is it a family feel?
So
Was it more
when I first joined, it was for sure like more of like a family feel, but it did have a big like standard. Like it was like a standard that was up there where like, bro, you can't be cranking it. You gotta be raw. You gotta like,
yeah,
and during that time, I felt like it was like everybody was coming out with their own style. So
right,
like outside of turfing, right? Like I feel like now during this time, we could get into that a little later, but during that time, no one's questioning if you're turfing or not. Like, oh,
yeah,
that's not real turfing, bro. That's
no,
not real
no,
turfing.
yeah,
Like, no, bro. Like, you from the town, you from the Bay, and
you
you
be
doing this
dancing,
dancing shit.
yeah,
You're a turfer, bro. So during that time, everybody had their own. Like, you had arcade, he had the robot and popping and beat catching. We had Crow, just straight, just bombs. You feel me? Just straight
yeah,
power moves.
I remember, yeah,
We had Bad. You feel me? The Ross Young. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
He's the Ross Young kid at the moment. We had Blazer. He had the tuts. You feel me?
Blazer,
So during that time, everybody was more so on that skill component where everybody's coming up, but there was a standard that was kept outside of just being family and being cool with people. We were the team was like, I was new at that time, so they was honest about it. Like, yeah, bro, you got to be raw, bro. You feel
right.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be raw.
So
So
did that
I
help
mixed it up.
develop your style? Like when you came to now you on Heat, right? I know you're still in development mode. So did the pressure of them being like everybody you got to be raw? How did you get into the style that you have now?
Okay. For sure, bro. It's for sure pressure, bro. Like I was like 15. I was like 14, 15. Like that's high school, bro. So you gotta like, okay, they telling me I need to get saucy. Let me figure this out. So I was already cool with the tuts and the glides at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
I was already cool with the tuts and the glides. So I just kept working on that, working on that. And one day, like, I just made a random finger tut up. Boom, made a random finger tut up. And then I had a battle in the city and I did that one finger tut combo set I made up, and
Huh?
it was everybody went crazy. They thought it was like a shutdown type shit.
Right.
And during that time, I had Mikey come up to me. You know Mikey from the city.
Yeah, yeah,
Mikey, yeah,
yeah,
he
yeah.
came like, bro, you hella raw with the fingers, bro. Woo, woo. You got to take this shit to the next level. And literally after that, like the next day or two after that, I'm with Leo and we just chilling. I'm like, bro, I think OG homie that hollered at me, bro. I think I'm gonna take him serious. I'm gonna start labbing on the fingers, and then boom, and I just started just making finger tuts up, and then now I'm doing them like while I'm at school or while I'm just chilling or whatever, and then boom, I go to the lab and I bring them out. They like, hold on, bro, you hella raw at this. I'm like, for real? This shit raw? They like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So during that time with the Heat homies and then my regular partners too. I'm with my partners who don't know nothing about no dancing. Like you feel me? Just like my partners, and I'm showing them shit. I'm like, hey, bro, this raw. Like, was that hard, bro? And they be like, bro, that was hella clean. I'm like, all right, cool. But there's other times where I show 'em some shit. I'm like, was that raw? They be like, nah, that shit was alright, or it's
That's
missing
a true
something,
group
bro.
member, though. That's a true member. That's what we be missing in our community sometimes.
And
Is
these is
that
people who don't dance.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't know nothing I'm doing. They just going off, is it raw or is
Does
it
it
weak?
look
You
good or
feel
is
me?
aesthetically? They're going off of aesthetics. Does it look good to them or do it not? Right?
Can I get you to understand what I'm doing? You feel
Yeah,
me? So then I'm
yeah.
taking these moves now. Now I'm going to the heat homies. Now I'm pulling up to the lab with heat, and I'm like, I'm doing the move confidently. They like, oh, that's hard, bro. I'm like, okay, I'm onto something. So that's how I slowly started building into the finger tuts. It was
Right,
off of me making one finger tut combo. I did it at a battle, and I beat
right,
bro with it. And then I started making finger tuts, and then I'll do that. I'll go back and forth with it. I'm chilling with the homies. I'm like, "What's
right.
up, bro? Like this raw?" They like, "Oh, that's hella clean, bro." I'm like, "All right," and I'll remember it. So then when I go to the lab, I'll do it to my dance partners now. Now they like, "Shit, he got some shit," and I just kept going and going and going, bro. Kept
So
going,
where
bro.
would you put yourself amongst the your style amongst the finger tutters and tutters? We know you up there. I'm
Finger
just
tutters.
people. We's gonna get to this because I got some
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, yeah.
Where would you put yourself? amongst the finger tutters in our community and just tutters in general?
Okay, in our community, I mean, I ain't gonna outrank nobody, but I'm like, I think I'm for sure up there. Like, I mean, nobody fucking with the fingers the way I do it. You feel me? So like, I
Are
gotta be
you are
one of the
you are you
best.
part of are you finger circus?
Nah, I'll
Okay,
never.
so are you up there? Like, do you think you can mess with? Man, I can't remember everybody in finger circus, but this not even to be like just to say like skill wise, because you up. I've seen you. So do you think like you could just like you would be able to bang with this finger circus
For
with
sure.
people in finger
For
circus for
sure.
sure?
Yeah, for sure. Because whether it's battling, whether we sitting down and labbing and just talking about shit, like, look, bro, if you was to do this or if you was to do this, like, you know what I mean? For sure. Because, like, man, only people I seen fuck with it the way I do is people outside of America. Like, the way they're doing it, like that level of
Way
delivery.
money.
And Ty, you feel me? Ty, Monster Hands, and Twan, too. They from New York, though. I think them kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think
They
them
like
fuck with it like but they see it hella different. Their shit's more like connecting, like their
yeah,
shit start
yeah.
looking like this. You know what I mean? Our
I used
shit
to
is
think I
more
ain't gonna lie. I used to look like Strobe got it,
right.
Peanut got it, but you do it different, bro. You know what I'm saying? You
So
do it differently, like, and I like that.
Strobe, right, versus so yeah, so back to what I was saying was the New
Hmm.
York, their shit's more connecting. They're trying to
Yeah,
keep that shit flowing like this. Our
flowing
shit, we trying to like make a box and then we trying to like keep going. We trying to see how far this box
angle.
can
How
keep
far you
going.
with it? Right.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
fucking with the angle. We might turn that shit hella crazy and make a box right there.
Right.
So in terms of like Strobe, well, Strobe, he really blew up off the tuts. You feel
He
me?
blew off the touch. I think
He was
he
really a
segued
tutter.
into finger touch later on, but he did blow off
Right.
the touch.
He
Peanut was
incorporates the
from the
fingers
jump
with his
though.
touch.
Peanut from the jump was like, but he
Yeah,
also had
Peanut,
dexterity and his flexibility in his shit.
but his shit is struck more like a finger style. I don't think he's like, I'm not saying I don't think he's finger tutting, but he's on some like next level shit. His shit's like, you
He
know
be
what I
making
mean? Bending
his
all the way down.
yeah,
And he's
yeah,
making like shapes. You know what I mean?
right.
So I think that's really different from like what I do.
I think one
But
thing that separates you, bro, is even within the finger touch, you can still buzz down into your other styles. And a lot of people that finger touch are straight finger touching. You know who's the first person I've really seen doing it, bro? Because
who?
I mess with MGF. I mess with
Yeah,
FAR. So I used to go live with early turfing when nobody was doing the hybrid stuff. I used to go live with I used to go to Bionic House. You know,
yeah,
Bionic
yeah.
after Bonnie. And in Fremont, I used to live with MGF a lot. And I used to see they start showing me and he was living in LA. What's his name? I was calling him Jay Buggs, not Jay Buggs. Fucking Jay Smooth. Jay Smooth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jay
He
Smooth. He was
raw.
one of
He
the first
raw.
people, him and Far Side were some of the first people like that I started seeing. This was like around 2000 and you gotta be talking about like 2006, 7-ish, whatever.
Yeah,
And they were
yeah.
some of the first people I knew. I remember Far used to have one where he like hit his jaw and then this come out and he hit it in this and he'd blow and then walk it up. Like
Well,
and I
that's
used to be
hard.
like
That was crazy
yeah,
right there.
yeah, like and then Jay Smooth he was on some like or like like they was on some crazy stuff. So me to see the turf like some of y'all start finger tutting and elevated, I didn't think it was possible because they was crazy what they was doing. But when it comes to some of
Right.
y'all in it, it's like it just became now turf dancers do their own way of finger tutting, and it's because y'all led the way with that, you know.
Exactly, bruh. Exactly, brother. And that's a good conversation to have too, in terms of like us incorporating other styles with this turfing because like I'm not on no Facebook page, I'm not on none of that stuff, bro. But like when I get around like dancers, they'll talk about all this drama and politics they're going through and people telling them, oh, you're not a real turfer, you're not turfing. I'm just like, bro, when has this ever been a problem? Because at the end of the day, bro, like we all grew up out here and like this is like the root.
Right.
I can't speak for everybody because I do understand there's like hip hop dancers, you know, but even them, they're still influenced by this shit because they grew up out here. Like they gonna still have some type of snap or some type of like, you know, I don't, they might even pop their collar. Like it's gonna look some type of way for them, and you can be like, bro, they for sure from the Bay, even if it don't look fully authentic. It's like, bro, it's from out here, bro,
Yeah,
and I feel
I
like
think
that
it
just
is.
gets
It's like the way you
misconstrued.
move. It's the way people move. If you don't have, I
Exactly.
think you can do other things, but we can look visually and see if you a turfing or not, bro. sometimes, and it
Right,
has nothing to
right. You see
do,
what I'm
like you
saying?
said, it has nothing to do with the moves you're doing. It's the way you look when you dancing. It's your natural swag, and I mean, because you can add, like you said, you can add on anything, but you still won't look like you from the soil though. It's still gonna have a certain look.
Exactly, bruh. Like
Yeah,
there was this one crumper dude, bro. I'm not gonna say his name, you feel me? But he was hella raw, and he would do turfing concepts and then do his crump shit with it. You feel me? Like I'll be like, whoa, that's crazy. But then it clicked in my head like you can't say he's not like well, you can't say he's not a turfer, but I'm saying like when his mind taps into that dance mentality, he's still using certain moves that a turfer would use, bro.
exactly, bro. I think the
Yeah, so
only
you
way you
like
can
you
say
said,
that,
you know he from the soil, you feel me?
bro, is if somebody is straight up doing another style and they're not doing any type of element of turf dancing. So there's some people who will try to disguise it. Like there's some people who will sit and they'll just straight up do three different styles. They'll juke, they'll straight tut like a popper tuts, not like turf dancer tut, right? And they'll do it's like crump, let's just say, right? And then they'll
Yeah,
do a two step and a glide, and they'll be like, "Oh man, I'm a turfer," and it's like I think what it is semantics matters, and some people don't understand because you have to respect the styles that you do. It's okay to be like, no, I know some moves, but I'm majority. I glide, I crump, and I do this, right?
right,
It
right,
doesn't
right.
mean like we're all just dancers and everything. There's nothing new under the sun, right? But some people try to jump in for popularity reasons,
You
right?
know, people just won't want to be heard, bruh.
Yeah,
Somebody just
and
want
that's
to
what it comes
sound
down to. You know what
smart,
I mean? For popularity
put
reasons,
somebody down,
it's
like
okay. I'm not one of them OGs, or I've never been one of them people to be like, man, you're not turfing or not, because that's not as important as in, hey, do you know the history of this style? And if somebody asks you what you're
right.
doing, can you explain what you're doing?
That's
And
what
that's
really
what's
matters.
important when it comes to media, when it comes to history, because if not, somebody else will rewrite it. And I think sometimes people misunderstood is because, like,
Yeah,
how can
that's
I?
real.
I'm a hybrid, bro. I'm probably the first, bro, because I was literally popping and learned popping from foreign on him, right? And I was bringing back. I was going to the battles at turf dancing, and I'm doing boxes like this, and then I'm
Yeah,
flapping my hand, waving. But I'll
right.
do it for a short period of time, and I get back into it. But bro, there was the generation before me. Sometimes be like, they used to start saying we doing that other shit. They used to call it
Yeah,
that
yeah.
other. So I'm a victim of it too, and it's funny when people look and sometimes be like, "Bro, the OGs." I'm like, "Bro, they used to say I did that other shit sometimes." But you know what?
Right.
I still know I could do. I could do a full round and look like I'm from the soil. But a
And
lot of
that's
y'all can't.
right.
A lot of y'all can too. You know what I mean? And I think people sometimes are just too hard on music changes, and when the music changes, the dance got to evolve and the dance got to change. Am I lying?
Right.
Right?
And I'm glad you brought up that other shit situation because maybe like and you know like we have to look at the timing and the generation of when certain shit happens. So
Thank you.
it's the people that came before you, they got the right to say that.
They got the right to say
Like
that.
they
Yeah,
was the first ones, like so they the start of this shit. So it's like, hey bro, what you doing, bro? You know we don't do that.
yeah. You
You
doing some
know
other
we don't do that
shit.
because we, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But when it gets like down to my level and a motherfucker like, oh, he ain't turfing, it's just like, bro, don't nobody even want to hear that. Let's talk about how we could take this farther because we all from out here, bro. Like, what we got to start pulling out birth certificates, bro? Like, do we got to start pulling out like high school, like what school you went to or whatever? Like, what is it at this point? Like it just sounds like you just trying to be heard, or it sounds like you picking and choosing. Not you feel me? Or these
No,
people,
no, I
it
feel
sounds
you.
like they picking and choosing who they're gonna apply this to. You feel me? Because
Exactly.
like I done had this conversation with a lot of people, and I'm just like, okay, look, check this out. Like we could go across the board. We could go rated or, right? Rated or. We could go retro. We could
That's right.
go Demonte, and we could go ADD kid, bro.
Yeah.
Them is four completely different, and Rogue. We'll throw Rogue in there too. Them
Bro,
is
with the road
five
in.
completely different styles from Rogue to ADD Kid, Demonte, Retro, and Rated R.
And you would
But
call
at
them
a
all turf
certain
dancers.
exactly, bro, exactly. So who is to say this, bruh?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I always keep that in my head where I'm just like, nah, bruh, like you feel me?
I think what
Nah,
the
bro, I'm not
OGs
going for this,
sometimes
bro.
meant to
Y'all
say,
picking it
like what we say now is you don't do. That's why me and Chef we trying to we change the terminology and be like, there's the gutter style. That's the original style. Where that's the
yeah,
outside.
yeah,
And then there's that other, that's me and Shep and the second generations who are the hybrids, that other. And then after
Right.
that, it just kept going and hybridizing with the music. But it's you can always find somebody in every generation, bro, that is still got the same vibe. If you put us all on a video, we all gonna still look similar though,
You
bro.
see what I'm saying?
We
Right, bro.
all gonna hit a
Right,
two
bro.
step.
Like
We all gonna
it's
hit a blah blah.
right, because we all came up in certain places. So it's like, also at the end of the day, it's like sometimes like somebody who's saying this and politicizing this stuff and picking and choosing where they want to speak about this stuff. It's like I don't know, bro. Like, was this person on the AC Transit and seeing certain stuff go down? Like, was this
Yeah,
person in the
right.
town or even on the Muni in the city? Wherever city you from, wherever you was at. You know what I mean? Like, some people are just taken away from that turf in itself and how far we can take this versus like us just getting at each other about it. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, bro. Like, just to go full circle with the convo, like with this finger tutting stuff, bro. I remember I ran into OG Mike, bro, at Alameda High one day after school because I was chilling.
Right.
He was like a math teacher at Encinelle or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He was math teacher.
Bro,
He was
so
damn math teacher.
my partners and them called me. They was like, "Hey, Will, bro, it's a OG white dude over here turfing, bro. You should battle him." I'm like, all right, I'll pull up, we battle real quick. And he was like, hey, that finger tutting stuff, you know where it's from? I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, it's from East Oakland. I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. And it just kind of like that clicked in my head a little bit. You feel me? And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Because I remember I used to be on like the bus and shit on the
Right.
1R. I remember one time I was on the 1R, bro. And these are three people that don't nobody know. I ain't never seen them again. And they was on their finger touch. They was like, hey, bro, battle me in the finger touch right now. And bro threw the headphones on and started just doing
Yeah,
some
boom.
shit.
Start
I'm like, what
doing
the
something.
fuck? And that was before I did any type of dancing. Like, I didn't know nothing. I'm just like watching motherfuckers like, oh, look, they over there finger tutting and turfing and shit.
Bro, let me
So.
ask you this. So,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
on this subject, I mean, Chef, this is a good one because we just diving into some real talk that needs to be sometime. So,
yeah, yeah.
same
I'm with
level.
all that.
Would you call the acrobatic turf dancers and the contortionists, or the people that do acrobatics and contortionists, right?
Okay.
You notice, do they get called non-turf dancers?
Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they get hated on. They get hated
They get
on.
hated
That's
on.
not
But
real turf and that's
is
not turfing.
acrobatics and contortionism just what it is? Acrobatics and contortionism. So if somebody is turfing and hit a flip, you got the right to be like, they ain't a turf dancer. Think about it, right? Look at the Scorps and the Crows and the
Okay.
Eximians and the Zeus's. So if they boogie in and then they just put the leg over their head, does that give you a right to be like, bro, he ain't no turf? Or is it just somebody that's just
Hell
adding,
no. Hell no.
right?
You know why? Because if we was to talk about this conversation about the generation before you and they came up with like, oh, you on that other shit. Imagine if one of them came up with like, hey, bro, I'm dumb flexible. Watch this. And then bro
Watch
started hitting
this.
the little turf and shit with it in
Yeah.
the right. Then it would have got passed down into us. You get what I'm
It would got
saying? It's just
accepted,
the
bro.
fact,
Yeah.
right? It would have been a part of our style. Like now you gotta be bone breaking and hitting flips, but
Right.
it didn't happen that way. So what happened is that same energy transferred down to our generation, and now someone over here picked that up. So
Exactly.
whoever's saying that is crazy. Like, cause they're doing flips that just look like you from the I don't know. Like you look
Yeah,
like you
it
from the
used
city
to
when you
call
do that
Zeus
flip.
brought this up in one of the interviews we just did with one Arsenal. Back in the day, they used to say him and D Real said it too. Like people used when you flip, they used to be like, "Oh man, he cheating," because you'd be like, "Bro,
He
flipping ain't
cheating
dancing.
for
You
real.
just
He
flipping.
cheating, bro. For real.
You flipping." But it's like, bro, if you got
He
Bro, that's the
cheating.
beauty of dance, bro. This is human movement. You're supposed to. It's all about inspiration to me. You're supposed to see something, you get inspired, right, and then you throw something on top of it, and that's like you said, full circle. That's why I love the finger tutting, the tutting, and all that
Yeah.
because. And I'm a victim of it because I was doing. I was trying to be experimental too, and had to go with backlash of people being like, "Oh, don't put that in there, bro, because you're gonna lose your turfing," and saying shit like that to me.
I see what you're
When it
saying.
comes
Right, right.
you evolve the style though. That's how you make
That
others.
is part of
Nobody would have
evolution.
seen some me going to popping battles. Maybe they wouldn't have had the courage to be like, "Hey, let me do this." It's an OG. He's out here tutting and doing things within it. Let me try because you got to evolve the style. We had to. That's just how life goes, and the
They
music
gotta keep
changes.
going, bro. Like, what you gonna get mad at the lemonade dude because he started strawberry lemonade? Come on, bro. That ain't real lemonade,
You
bro.
feel me? Nah,
Bro,
that
what
ain't
you
real
mean, bro? Over there
lemonade,
selling
right?
strawberry smoothies, strawberry banana.
Right,
I gotta compete with him too.
right.
Like,
But
I'm
you know
not finna
one thing
pull up.
though, the dude who made strawberry lemonade, I
Yeah,
bet you he knows the history of lemonade, and that's one thing I can say.
you know, he might have the best
You know,
strawberry lemonade you gonna ever have because he already know how the lemonade work. You feel me?
you
But
gonna
that's
know
how
how
it's.
lemonade works. So it's like you feel me, bro. We are
And I'm
going by the
glad you
standard
brought
of my
this up, right? Because let's say like I'm a bone breaker, right? Let's take it all the way. Bone breaker or finger tutting is pretty controversial too, right? We still gonna make bone breaks and finger touch that nobody else on earth gonna make up because of the fact we from out here and we turf. Our turfing is gonna fuel everything else above it. Like I could probably fucking start being a robot tomorrow, doing my robot style. I bet y'all incorporate some type of turfing with the robot. You get what I'm
right.
saying?
So do you think right now New York bone breaking and because I think so, but this, to you, New York bone breaker, Cali bone breaker. If you didn't know two people, you didn't know their names, they weren't popular, and you just watched a 30-second clip, you would be able to tell who's from New York and who's from the town or who's from the Bay. Bone breaking.
No, for sure, off
For
top,
sure.
like
Yeah,
off
yeah,
top,
bro, because I
off
think it's
top.
evolved that far to where
But
we
you see, once you start playing with it like that, it's like then you gotta think about the music they gonna dance to or whatever. But I mean, off top. But that's because I feel like we had like two or three bone breakers on our team that still had a really strong turf and bass. You know, we
and
had
they do it
damage.
different now, right? So would you say turf dance and bone breaks are do they look different enough to distinguish them as surfers don't do New York bone breaks anymore? Do you think it's that far yet?
Nah, I don't think so. Cause they set the standard, bro. Like they
Okay,
doing some shit out there. You feel me?
right,
Like there's somebody out there right now that don't nobody know. Like just like how out here we got our hood partners, like don't nobody know this dude, but he got the shadiest glide into the knee spin, into the drop. You feel me?
right, right,
It looks so smooth on them. You feel me? Or like whatever it is. Like they got somebody out there that's probably you feel me bending their arm like twice. Boo boo. Like and don't nobody know. And they just kick it with them and shit.
bro. So what made you fall in love with the turf dance culture just in general this deep to have these deep conversations, bro? Because you sound like me, like a guru of it, somebody who's like you got your mind into it.
I'm a creative person, bro. I'm a creative person, so like I kind of just naturally gravitate towards like my own art. So if I'm like if I was a painter, I'd be this fucking crazy painter dude right now, probably. Or like if I was raw, you feel me? But I don't know. I just think it's just like naturally in me to just kind of go towards like the dance shit. You feel me? I fucked with the dancing shit growing up, like since I was like 12 or 13, and it just kind of all just came together. And then I mean to go kind of deep about it, like. Around the time I joined Heat, man, around the time I joined Heat, if I wasn't fucking with the dancing shit, I would be fucking with the street shit, like all the way. And I feel like that shit really, you feel me, hit a straight, like, someone pulled the railroad and now your life going that way. You know what I mean? Because during that time, like, I was turning certain shit down to go to the lab instead.
Bro,
You know what
that's
I
the
mean?
beauty, bro. One of the things,
Yeah, you feel me? Like, hey, we finna like, nah, I gotta go to the lab, bro. They like, all right, bro, yeah, well, at your next battle, we gonna beat her. You better chew, cuz whoever that is. I'm like,
yeah.
all right. So, certain shit I was turning down to go to the lab, to not, do hot shit. You feel me?
I think people gotta be from over here to understand it. Like that's one thing that keeps me going. And even with this podcast, it's like, man, I think we save so many lives by not by like taking the street shit from turfing and then going teaching and making it something for kids and people to do. Because I used to have like even with me teaching, it's like that's my main point. It's like we ain't had nothing to do. We would be outside 1, 2 in the morning while
And
people
even
and labbing. And it's like we outside
right,
on labbing on some street shit. We labbing on the actual turf because you outside just with the niggas outside. You bored. Somebody got music playing. You got to have that time going. And we
right,
try.
bro, gonna tap. Hey, bro, hit that shit real quick, bro.
Yeah, you feel me? It's like you don't really care. Like the people before me, they ain't get paid for dancing. They ain't did no shows. They ain't did nothing but a talent show in high school, bro. So when they
It
see
ain't
us in the videos the first time, they're like, "Wait, what?" So it's like I see the pathway, and it's more important that we saving lives, right? what you said was a strong statement.
Yeah,
So
because
many
out here
kids say,
it's intertwined. It's intertwined. Like it's I can't speak for every dancer in our community, you feel me? But it's intertwined, bro. Like a lot of the street politics, the hoods, and the turfing is all together. The rapping, the hood
yeah,
shit, whatever going on in the hood. You feel me? If you want some, if you moving shit, or you banging, or you want some peace shit, and then if you want some, or even if you're just a worker, but you live in that neighborhood with your partners,
right.
all that shit's intertwined, bro. Like it goes hand in hand. Like, you know what I mean? Your local rappers out here is gonna hit you like, hey, what's up, bro? I seen you was raw. I want you to be in my video. You pull up over there to that hood. You like, oh, they doing the same shit that my partners do, and they over there on what they own. You feel me? So I think out here it's like super heavier. Like I don't know. Like I haven't been to Memphis, but I have a feeling Memphis might be like that too.
Might be
But I
like
know
that.
like LA, they have like the Tommy the Clown. They have like crumping. Like they have a whole like infrastructure where like you could. It's like I don't want to say that sounds so disrespectful. Like it's like football. Like oh, we could start you off in this football league, and you're just gonna stay with these football people
Right.
your whole life. Like, you know what I mean? Crumpin in LA, they have like actual schools and classes and like organizations and after
Crazy,
school
bro.
programs. You could go fuck with it. And then they have a strong community. They have grants, funding. The city standing behind that shit and they fucking with it. So it's like you could kind of like use that as an outlet on not no street shit. You know what
Right.
I mean? And then I can't speak for New York. I don't know what's going on. Memphis, I have a feeling it is because I've seen like a documentary on them and they're saying like all that shit's related to the roller rink and the hella shit and
Yeah,
where you
no,
from
New
it.
York. We talked to Ghost, and it's a lot of them. It's the same thing. We got Static Shock coming up. You ain't seen that Static Shock. Shout out to Static Shock. He breaks a lot of it down, right? Well, my question to
Okay.
you is, when it comes to the dance styles, why do you talking about right now is camaraderie and support? Why do you think our style is behind in this, bro? No
Because
lie,
we ain't got that camaraderie and support, bro. Everybody out here wanna be seen. They wanna be a part of something. You feel me? Everybody out here wanna going back to what we was talking about. Like you might be from the hood, but you was a square, but now you a turfer.
right?
Now you think you somebody, but it's like people getting this shit lost because like the lab might be on seminary. You feel me? The lab might be in the deep. The
Indeed,
lab might be in the west. But you out here thinking you with all that, but you not out there politicking with them people that's really from the west,
really
that's
out there,
that's sliding, doing all what they doing. You're not politicking with these people that's say the lab is in Fillmore, the lab is in Sunnydale. Okay, your partner live there,
yeah.
and
But you're not bringing.
everybody in
So
that hood
you saying we
know,
not bringing the
bruh,
community
dance.
in? Is that what you mean?
Right.
Like
So
you're not bringing the people in?
it's it's just a lot of people that started turfing and then started thinking they was hard. You feel me? And it just ruins shit, bro. It ruins shit, bro. A
Bro,
lot of
thank
people
you,
jump
bro.
in this shit, bro. A lot of people jump in this dancing shit and start thinking
Here's-
like they beyond this shit, bro. It's just like, man, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, we not even finna play like that because this shit is life or death for certain people. Like, some
Certain
people's not
people,
finna
right?
play about their respect, their
Right.
reputation, their name, because they from out here. You feel me? They're a stronghold. They have their roots dug real deep into the floor out here. You know what I mean? Like they can't go out. So it's like you got people who don't nobody know. Now
Right.
all of a sudden you that got lit on Instagram. Now all of a sudden you went viral, or now all of a sudden you up under a certain team, and they be with these type of people. Now you think you that, and it's not that at all. And that's the problem out here. At least you know what? This sounds real personalized because it is, but that's my that's my experience out here, and why I
Here,
think it don't
vent.
go
Oh, bro,
far.
get it
Cause
off.
that's why I think it don't go far. Cause motherfuckers out here think they hard because they on some dancing shit. Like first
Yeah.
off, I'm here to pull up to just tut and finger tut and battle. I'm doing the same shit you trying to do. I'm not up here trying to call somebody a bitch. I'm not up here trying to get loud and get in
We had a
somebody's
dance
face.
battle,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like
We ain't
they
outside.
got come on, bro. We up here damn near like this ain't no square shit at all. You feel me? But
Yeah, yeah.
we're doing something very positive and happy. We not up here trying to,
Trying to test
you
each other
know,
gangster, bro. Like, come on, man. At the dance battle, bro. Like,
I'm not up here trying to see. You feel me? Oh, I got more muscles than you. I got more bitches than you. I got more whatever than you. I got more money than you. It's not that, bro. It's not that at all, bro. we're here to battle, and then we could probably chop it up after, like, hey, bro, you did that one move on me. I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was gonna get on me with that, or you
I
did
think
that
we
one
have a
move.
problem with being fans of each other, bro, while also being respectively competitive. Like I could dance against
Yeah,
somebody and be
that's
very
that thin
competitive
line.
and still after the battle be a fan of you. Like I'm a fan of a lot of y'all that I watch and people. It's funny when sometimes it be like the OGs, and it's like, bro, I make sure that I pop up and stuff, share videos, and I can tell you moves and stuff and things I like. I think sometimes the competition of wanting to be, we got this crab in a bucket thing up here so bad, bro.
And it
People
don't
want
make no
to,
sense.
yeah,
It's like, bruh, like, see, I'm over here about to get turned up, but it's like, bro, what we finna, you finna hate on me because you finna hate on me because you got more views or I got more followers or woo like my video. Like, nah,
yeah.
bro, this is so I fall back, like, you know what I mean? Like,
But
and
I
that's
was
why
going
I
to ask you
really
about that too, bro. Not to sorry to interject, right? I don't like when people say not to cut you off because
no
you
no no, you
cutting
good.
somebody off, but not to let me interject. That's what I should say.
Right, right.
Is that why you're so? Because Squid on Mamas, you like a silent soldier. You know what I mean? You like a silent warrior. Is that why? Because you keep yourself away. You're not seeing all the time. I can't just pop up. You got 1,000 videos out. Is that why you kind of confined?
Yeah, I mean, like personally, yeah, bro. Like, this is a lot of funny shit going on, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, there's just certain levels. Like, I have a standard when it comes to respect. I have a standard when it comes to like brotherhood. I have a standard when it comes to like integrity and morals and honor. Like, you know what I mean? I don't talk shit behind people back. I don't spread rumors. I don't try to act hard. I don't try to bully people. You feel me? But that goes on. You know what I mean? And you know when you respond and react to that, now all of a sudden you the bad guy. It's like, bro, I was here to just finger tap, bro, and battle, bro. Like, I wouldn't try to do. I'm not even here to try to get at no female or nothing. Like, I'm not even that far out. Like, I'm just trying to pull up, do my thing, and dip, bro, and say what's up to who I fuck with. That's
I'm
it,
gonna
bro.
get my
Like,
brown off and go back to work.
so, and you know, going back to that respect thing is big because, like, you know, like. Even when I went out to New York, you feel me? Shout out like Zilla Madness, shout out Wayne, bro. Like I battled Wayne. Man, we partied right after. I went to his party after, you feel me? Like, and we chopped it up and just, you know, certain people are just gentlemen about it. Like, not everybody's a gentleman, you know. Some men are out here still trying to prove something,
Prove
and
something.
it's or like stand over somebody, you feel me? And it's just that's not what's going on. Like, if you really from out here, you're not even finna step that way. You know what I mean? Because they understand like what could happen. You know what I mean? So I
Bro,
don't
we
know.
gotta we come. I know we coming up on a time. I gotta get you back again because we just end up just going off, bro, talking on some real shit, which to me was fire.
Yeah, yeah. But
But
that's
you
the
got, I
best
know you got to
interviews though, bruh. You feel me? I don't even do interviews. This is like my second interview. My first one was with Squirt, bro. He on your team.
go. I know. So do you got to? I know, bro. You hard to find, bro. Do you got a social media you can tell people follow you at or anything going
Man,
on?
off tops. Follow me on my social medias at SQUIDXHEAT, Squid X Heat. I also got a juice company. I'm working
Yeah,
on at
that's
the
what I wanted
moment.
to end off. Thank
Yeah.
you, brother.
And I have a my social. I do fresh pressed juices, sea moss juices. It's under at Heal Thyself, Healthy Self, HEALTHYSELF underscore company, healthy self underscore company. So y'all follow me on there if y'all trying to tap in. You feel me? I'm hella cool. I'm easy to work with. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro. I appreciate your time, Ron Knight. You know
Hey,
what I
bro, I
mean? I just
appreciate you, bro, because this actually one this is literally even one of my favorite ones because it's a one on one, and then
yeah.
I totally jumped off audience. I asked his ass no really questions. We just
Don't
start
even
talking.
trip, but this
That's the
these the
best.
best ones because it mattered more sometimes, you
It
know.
do though. It
And I
matters
feel
more. You're
like
like, bro,
that,
I like that, bro.
and to make it full circle, I feel like that's what's gonna build community. I mean, that's what's
Yeah,
gonna make turfing go a little farther because sometimes some people might need to hear that to realize, like, damn, you know what, I be tripping or I be catting off. Maybe I do need to just chill out and be cool. You feel me? Like, and a lot of people can't do that, bro. And I feel like that's why we can't go far because we end up fighting each other
we do.
over
A lot of internal
defining.
shit going on, bro. That even us doing the podcast, like, notice, bro. I promote artists. I'm gonna promote activists, dancers from all street styles. That's why you'll see the the New York get light on here. You gonna see the flexors on here. We got a
Right.
jerker coming up here, a OG
Yeah,
jerker
yeah,
coming up
yeah.
here
Man,
Saturday. Bro,
congrats,
I'm
bro.
spreading it all out because it's like let's teach them how to Dougie. I'm trying to teach our own culture how to Dougie and have acceptance and just spread love this way and connect everybody because
Right.
everybody got a good story and people want to hear them stories. And then once you, like you said, you hear them, you're like you start getting to relate to people more. Then the hate,
Yeah.
you cut the hate out because you start getting to know people. You know what I mean? So this is
You get
fire to
to know
have you,
people,
bro.
bro.
This
No,
was
I
so
appreciate
fire.
it. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm hella happy we did this, bro. Yeah, let's do it again. Let's for sure
Oh, we'll
revisit
for
it.
sure do it again, man. Shout out to
Let's
everybody
double
who
back.
follows us, man. Once again, Instagram is TURFN underscore 101, Turfn 101. Same thing with the YouTube. Subscribe. We trying to get up there. Keep subscribing. I appreciate everybody, man. And
Man,
well, we out.
100, bro. I appreciate it, brother. All right.